All right, looking for a couple more cars. Looking for my turn marshals, drivers from race number 4. All right, got Jeff, got George, got Mike, got Robert. Yeah, I got you. All right, everybody's checked in. Got my marshals making their way to spots here. Get started soon. Okay, everybody's on the road. We're going live loop, drivers. Boop. Careful at the tabletop, guys. Careful at the tabletop. All right, this is lap number 1 of race number 1. Careful in the big jump. We got one down in the big jump. All right, that's clearing up. Okay, so fastest opening lap here. Alan Rodil going 20.5. Got John Wright with him, 20.7. Theo with the 22.9. We're now 40 seconds down. All of my drivers are now working lap 2. 45 seconds in. Right now, it's going to be Alan Rodil on top of the leaderboard, followed by John, Theo, King, Anthony, and Sean. 1 minute down, 5 minutes remain. Careful at the wall ride. Second wall ride. All clear, all clear. 110 down, 450 remaining. John now taking a turn out front. His pace currently 18:01. Got Alan on 18:07. Theo 17:09. Anthony 16:19. King 15:04. And Sean 15:25. Minute 30 down, 4:30 remaining. All right, a $140 down. John right now 1 second up on Alan. Alan 4 seconds up on Theo. Theo 11 up on Anthony. Anthony 2 up on King. And King 4 seconds ahead of Sean. Got $150 down, 4:10 to go. Fast lap right now. John Melio 19.2. Got Alan Rodil 19.8. Theo Lynn 20.3. 2 minutes down, 4 minutes remaining. Careful, turn 1, guys, turn 1. All right, John is currently racing. He's got some food to come back to. 2:25 in, 3:35 left. Alan Rodil going 19.3 that time around. New fast lap for him. And that will put him about 7 seconds ahead of John. Got John 5 seconds up on Theo. Theo 7.8 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 3.8 ahead of Sean. Sean 2 seconds ahead of King. 2:45 down, 3:15 to go. Alan Rodil on an 18 flat for pace. John on 18.18. Theo 17.13. Anthony 16.03. Sean 16.18. And King 16.20. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes left, drivers. All right, Alan, John, Theo, Anthony, Sean, King, your full running order. $320 down, $240 to go, drivers. Alan still on an 18 flat for Anthony 16.04, King 16.14, and Sean 16.22. Got 3:45 in, 2:15 to go, drivers. Alan Rodil right now 11-second lead. Got John 5.5 up on Theo. Theo 12.9 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 2.1 ahead of King. King 7.3 ahead of Sean. 4 minutes in, drivers. 2 minutes to go. Alan going 19.2, backing it up with a 19.0. Way to go. So race leader driving that teal car, making his way through the rhythm section. Got John holding down the 2 spot, driving the blue and orange. Theo Lynn driving the white and orange. Careful at the tabletop, guys. Careful at the tabletop. All clear, all clear. A minute 35 remaining. Wow, King Arroyo last time by at the line going 18-9. All right, we got 440 down, 120 to go, drivers. Alan, John, Theo, Sean, King, Anthony, your 4 running order. One minute to go. Careful on the tabletop, guys. All clear. $55 seconds left in this one. Careful at the big jump, guys. Careful in the rhythm section. 45 seconds remain. Alan 18 seconds up on John. John 2.9 ahead of Theo. Theo 19 seconds ahead of Sean. Sean 1.9 ahead of King. And those guys are 8.6 ahead of Anthony. 30 seconds to go, drivers. This is race number 1 on track. In the final 30 seconds, race 2. Start thinking about it. Careful on the right side of the course, guys. Got a couple down. All right, getting close to the end here, drivers. 5 seconds left. Keep on going. Do not stop. All right, Theo, you're done. Sean, you're done. Anthony, you're done. King, you're done. Alan, you're done. One more car, and that'll be a race, drivers. Alan Rodil taking TQ 1916. Got John going 1824. Theo 17 flat. King 1717. Sean 1602. And Anthony 1506. All right, moving on to race number 2. Race number 2 will be John, Allie, Ryan, Martin, Ron, and Dave.
Ron Williams, John Wood, Martin Arroyo,
Hey, King. King, are your front tires new?
Ryan
Are
R.
your front
Randall.
tires, like, kind of new?
1 minute to the start of the race.
Looked like your car had a lot of steering. You need more? Yeah.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, Allie. Yeah, all right. Sure, you can go. Will you be ready by the next race? Okay. Yeah.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, we'll get Allie in a future race. Sometime in round 1. So, I got my remaining 5 here.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, we're going to go live loop. All right, when you cross the line, your time will begin. All right, John, first car on the clock, driving that Tamiya Corsa Gray. All right, everybody on track is on the clock, being scored at this time. Got John starting us off with an 18-2. Got Ryan going 18-8. Ron going 19-2. Martin going 19.7. And let's see, Chef Dave, a little bit of a rough opening lap, but we still got 5:15 to go, drivers. John Wood going to 18.0 on lap number 2. He's that bluish gray car, so if you see a bluish gray car in the rearview mirror, give him a little bit of space. He's on a good run right now. 20 lap pace. Got Ron Williams up to the 2 spot. I believe Ron's out there running the yellow car with the red stripes. 110 down, 450 remaining. John 20.05, Ron 19.05, Ryan 19.14, Dave 18.05, Martin 17.14. Got buck 25 down, 435 remaining in this one. Fast lap so far, 18.0 from John. Got an 18.3 from Ryan, 18.9 from Ron, 18.7 from Dave, and a 19 from Martin. 140 down. Another 18.0 from your race leader that time around. Buck 45 in, 4:15 to go. All right, 2 minutes down, 4 minutes remain. John, Ron, Dave, Ryan, and Martin, your full running order. We got John 6.4 ahead of Ron, Ron 6.7 ahead of Dave, Dave 1.7 ahead of Ryan, and Ryan 1.9 ahead of Martin. 2:15 down, 3:45 left. All right, John's pace 20.06. Got Ron 19.06, Dave 19.08. Actually 18.08, Ryan 18.11, and Martin 18.19. 240 down, 320 remains, drivers. Oh, while you're there. 245 in, 3:15 to go. So John is 6.3 seconds ahead of Ron Williams. Got Ron 8.1 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.4 ahead of Ryan. And Ryan about 6 up on Martin. 3 minutes in, 3 minutes to go. Fast lap just being reset. Ryan Randall going 17.7. 3:15 in, 2:45 remains. $330 down, $230 remaining. All right, this time by, it's going to be John, Ron, Dave, Ryan, Martin, no alley. 2:15 remains in this one. John's pace still 20 laps, 2016 in the works. Got Ron 19.08, Dave 18.04, Martin 18.10, Ryan 18.11. Just under 2 minutes remain, drivers. Careful at the tabletop, guys. Oh. 140 remains, drivers. $130 to go. John is now 9 seconds up. Got Ron 8.6 ahead of Dave. Dave 3.3 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 6.2 ahead of Martin. Got a minute 20 left in this one. Got race number 3 coming up next. Back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight. All clear, all clear. 1 minute to go, drivers. 1 minute left. Wow, John going 17.9 that time around. New fast lap. That pushes his pace to a 2013. Got Ron 19.09. Dave 18 flat. Ryan 18.02. And Martin 17.02. 40 seconds left in this one, drivers. Careful, turn 1, guys. Turn 1. All right, 30 seconds to go. All right, closest battle on track coming into the final few laps is going to be Dave and Ryan. They're just 1.2 apart. Got 5 seconds left on the master clock. Oh, back straight, back straight, back straight. Be careful on the back straight. All clear. John going 17.8 that time around. Keep on going, drivers. Ryan, you are done. John, you're done. Ryan, you're done. Dave, you're done. Ron, you're done. We've got one more. One more. All right, and that'll be a race, guys. John Wood taking that one, 2015. Got Ron Williams going 1909. Ryan going 18 flat. Dave going 18 flat. Martin going 1824. All right, we're going to move on to race 3. I'm going to need a volunteer marshal or 2 for this one. Hey, King, can I borrow you for a few? I need a volunteer marshal. Please. Thank you.
Lucas Sichiglowski. Jump and land N. AJ Cardinale. Nelson B. Steve Loom. Kieran McKinnon.
All right, everybody's checked in. I assume Ali's going to be the next one.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, folks, we are marshals out here. We're going live loop. All right, everybody's being scored. First lap in the books, Landon going 17.9. Kieran going 17.4. Lucas an 18.1. Art going 17.6. Steven 18.5. Nelson a 17.7. And Landon lap 2 a 17.4. Kieran going 17.1. We're 45 seconds in. Right now it's Kieran, Landon, Nelson, Art, Lucas, and Steve. Your full running order so far. All right, 1 minute down, 5 minutes to go. We got Kieran McKinnon out front, 21.06. Landon Anna, 21.08. Art, 21.15. Nelson, 21.16. Lucas, 20.03. Steve, 20.05. Fast lap so far. We got Landon and Kieran both going 17.1. Art going 17.6, Nelson 17.7. Steve that time around going 17.8. 125 in, 435 remains. All right, Landon once again 17.1. All right, 145 down, 4:15 to go. Kieran, Landon, Art, Nelson, Steve, and Lucas, your full running order. All right, now a gap between Kieran and Landon is 0.017. We got 2.5 from Landon to Art, 1.6 from Art to Steve, 0.2 from Steve to Lucas, and 0.4 from that group to Nelson. It's a pretty tight battle mid-pack here, 3 through 6, all within about 2 seconds. All right, 2:15 in, 3:45 to go. Landon goes 17-0 that time around. Backs it up. Wow, 2 identical laps there. 17.056 on both of the previous 2 laps. How is that for consistency? 2:35 in, 3:25 left. And Landon going even faster this time around, 16.9. Landon's pace now 21:02, Kieran 21:06, Art 21:15, Lucas 20:03, Nelson 20:04, Steve 20:10. All right, race leader is the blue and white car. Second place is going to be the yellow ride. Third place runner running the white, yellow, orange, and black. 3 minutes down, drivers. 3 minutes to go. All right, Landon, Kieran, Art, Nelson, Lucas, Steve, your order. Landon 21:02, Kieran 21:16, Art 20:02, Nelson 20:02, Lucas 20:05, Steve 20:10. Landon about 5 seconds out front. Kieran is 4.4 ahead of Art, Art 0.01 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1.9 ahead of Lucas, Lucas 3 seconds up on Steve. At 3:45 down, 2:15 to go. Blue car is the leader. Second place is the yellow car. 4 minutes in, 2 minutes to go. All right, we got buck 50. Landon on a 21:06, Kieran 21:11, Nelson 20 flat, Art 20:03, Lucas 20:06, Steve 20:09. Fastest lap remains Landon 16.9. Got Kieran 17.1, Art 17.3. Got Nelson and Steve at 17.4, Lucas 17.9. Minute 30 to go, drivers. 90 seconds left. Minute 15 to go. $70 seconds left. All right, Landon's pace 21:06, Kieran 21:11, Nelson 21:16, Art 20:01, Lucas 20:05, Steve 20:07. Got Landon 3.6 up on Kieran. Kieran 4.1 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 3 seconds ahead of Art. Art 3.2 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 1.4 ahead of Steve. 40 seconds remain. This is race 3 on track. $20 seconds remaining. Landon, Kieran, Nelson, Art, Lucas, and Steve, your full order. Closest battle is going to be Lucas and Steve here, half a second apart. 5 seconds left. Keep on going, drivers. Keep going. All right, Landon, you are done. Art, you are done. Lucas, you are done. Kieran, you're done. 2 more. One more car. Hey, Landon, you're not done. I'm just kidding. All cars finished. Landon Kane going 21:06, Kieran 21:09, Nelson 21:18, Art 20 flat, Steve 20:06, and Lucas 20:07. All right, this is race number 4.
Too soon, Junior. Kevin Allen.
How are we looking on Allie's car?
Mike Council. George Lynn. One minute to the start of the race.
Don't you all just
45
hate it when you're
seconds to the
putting
start
something
of the
together
race.
and you have leftover screws? It's happened to us all.
Robert Del Visco. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Ryan Sagizi.
Okay, well, let's see. Do I have everybody from that last one? I got Steve, got Nelson, got Kieran, got
15
Landon,
seconds to the start of the
got
race.
Art. Lucas. Is Lucas there? Lucas, or substitute for Lucas. I need
Less than
somebody in
5.
front of the driver's stand. Awesome. Thank you, sir. We're going to get this one going. All right, lap number 1 for Ryan, 16.7. George going 17.3. Jeff is 17.7. Kevin 18.1. Micah 21.3. And Robert 17.6. Fastest car in the opening lap going to be Ryan. About to complete lap number 2. Matching his mark on lap 1 with the 16.7. George going 16.7. Kevin 17.7. Robert is 16.9 as well. Mike going 17.2. We're 50 seconds down. And Sagisi that time around 16.6. All right, 1 minute in, 5 to go. Ryan's pace 22.07. George going 21.02. Robert 21.04. Jeff 21.09. Kevin 21.15. And Mike 20.13. All right, so the bar has been set 21.06. 120 down, 440 remaining. Race leader driving the black and teal down the back straight. Second place driving the bright orange. Your third place car going to be all the blue. 135 in, 425 remaining. Ryan now 2 seconds up on George. George 1.5 up on Jeff. Jeff 1 second ahead of Robert. Robert 1.6 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.6 ahead of Mike. 150 in, 410 remaining. Ryan Sagisi going 16.4 that time around. Oh, trouble in the bun, the mini bun. That is our second place runner. All right, 210 down, 350 remaining. Right now, it is Ryan out front on a 22.07. Got Jeff 21.06, Robert 21.09, George 21.13, Kevin 21.14, and Mike 20.01. 230 in, 330 left. Fast lap Ryan still 16.4. We got Robert and George 16.9s. Jeff and Mike at 17.1. Kevin at a 17.3. 245 in, 315 to go. Ryan Sagisi now 7 seconds up on Jeff. Jeff is 1.8 ahead of Robert. Robert 1.3 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.2 ahead of George. George 0.2 ahead of Mike. We're just past halfway. 310 down, 250 to go. Careful up front, up front. All right, 320 down, 240 remains. Got a bit of a buggy train here. Black and teal is your leader. Second place is going to be yellow and blue. .340 down, 220 to go. Oh, Mike making up a couple spots that lap. So your new order, Ryan, Robert, Mike, George, Kevin, and Jeff. Ryan's pace 22.08, Robert 21.10, Mike a 21.11, George a 21.13, Kevin a 21.15, and Jeff 20 flat. Two minutes left in this one, drivers. Now Mike Council going 16.7, George Lynn going 16.7. Now a minute 40 to go, drivers. Ryan 22.08, Mike now 21.11, George 21.11, Robert 21.12, Kevin 21.14, Jeff 20.02. So Sagisi has checked out. However, behind him, good battle going on between George, Mike, Robert, and Kevin. Got George now 0.08 ahead of Mike. Mike 0.7 ahead of Robert. Robert 1.9 ahead of Kevin. Kevin about 5 up on Jeff. A minute 10 to go, racers. George Lynn going 16.7 this time by. We got just under 1 minute to go. It's now Ryan, George, Robert, Mike, Kevin, Jeff. .45 seconds left. Oh, and Del Visco having a rough stretch here late in the race. 30 seconds to go, drivers. So Ryan 15 up on George, George 2.5 up on Mike, Mike 3 ahead of Kevin, Kevin 6 ahead of Jeff, Jeff 1.6 ahead of Robert. All right, we are on the home stretch here. 5 seconds left. Jeff, you are done. Ryan, you are done. George, you are done. Robert, you're done. Mike, you're done. One more car. All right, that'll be a race, guys. Ryan taking TQ 22.08. Got George 21.08. Mike 21.09. Kevin 21.14. Jeff 20.01. Robert 20.03. All right, time's now 7:05. Oh, let's get round 2 started 7:15. 10 minutes.
George Lynn. Mike Council. $16.7. $16.5. $16.8. Steve Loom. $24.8. $16.7. $19.6. $16.5. 18-1. 50.5. 17-3. 17-1. 20.7, 10 car Ted. Seventeen six, 17-2, 18-6. Chef Dave. 19-5, 19-5. 19-4. 16-9, 19-5. 19-3. 16-9, 18-2. 19-1. 17-8. 19-2. 18-4. 20.6. 19-1. 17-6. 20.7. 19-5. 19-5. 20.7. 19-3. 18-1. Sean Torres. 20.8. 17-8. 22.9. 19-2. 18-8. 46.8. Ryan Sagizi. 20.2. 18-8. 17-7. 18-1. 27.7. 20.4. 18-8. 21 flat. 19-2. 30.5. 20.1. 20.3. 19-7. 19-1. 19-1. 0.9. 42.2.
All right, guys, about 2 more minutes of practice, and we'll get round number 2 on the road. Careful on the back straight.
$36.9.
All right, we're getting close to race time here. Race number 1.
Alan Rodil. King Arroyo. Anthony Zachiglowski.
All right, just looking for a check from John and looking for some turn marshals, please. I am looking for Ryan, George, Mike, Kevin, Jeff, Robert, Julian.
1 minute to the start of the
race. I'm not sure if Julian has arrived yet. Oh, okay.
John Milio.
That's good.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, looking for the rest of my guys from race number 4. Race number 4. Yeah, Nelson out there starring as Ryan Sagisi.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Got Robert out there. I got a Jeff out there. Looking for the rest of my guys. All right, we got a Council. And we got an Allen.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, folks, we got our marshals. We are going racing live loop. And we got ourselves a buggy train from the get-go. That's exactly what you're not supposed to do on a live loop. All right, 20 seconds in. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Good. $35 seconds in the books. So, King Arroyo, fastest opening lap here, 21.8. He backs it up with a 20.3. We're just 45 seconds in. All right, 2 laps in the books for our runners. And we got one on its lid. That is going to be our current race leader. 1 minute down. Right now it's King, Sean, John, Theo, Alan, and Anthony on the leaderboard. We got Sean going 19-2 that time around. Alan with a 19-3. 120 down, 440 left. Right now we got King on 1709. Sean on a 1714. Alan 1615. Theo 1616. Anthony on a 1404. And we got King going 19-7 that time by at the stripe. But getting on his lid. 145 down, 415 left. And it looks like John back in the fight. Wow, apparently that was not as terminal as it sounded. Two down, four remaining. Right now it's Sean, Alan, Theo, King, Anthony, and John. Uh-oh. 215 down, 345 left. Right now we got Sean 4.5 ahead of King. Got King 3/10 up on Alan. Alan 2/10 up on Theo. And Theo 19 ahead of Anthony. 230 and 330 remaining. That time around, King going 19-2. 240 down, 320 left, drivers. All right, drivers, 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Sean currently 2.8 ahead of King. King 2.8 ahead of Theo. Theo 3.2 ahead of Alan. And I see John's out there, but I'm not getting any lap times. He might have switched cars on us here. $320 down, $240 to go. And King's starting to gain in on the race leader. Gap is now 1.5. 335 down, 225 left. Got Sean 1811, King 1814, Theo 1701, Alan on 1706. And fast lapping reset a few laps ago by King going 18-9. Got Sean laying down 19-1 that time by at the line. All right, drivers, we got 2 minutes to go. Alan going 19-2 at the stripe that time around. All right, a minute 45 left. Sean 1808, King 1810, Theo 1819, and Alan 17 flat. A minute 35 left in this one. And this time by his leaders cross. King now within 1 second of the race leader. And Sean puts it on its lid. 120 to go, drivers. King puts it on its lid. Sean flips it over. A minute 15 remaining. Theo on his lid now. The driver's starting to feel the pressure here. Only got 1 minute to go. All right, King on an 18-11. Sean on an 18-13. Theo 17-03. Alan 17-05. And the computer says John is on a 5-lap pace. We all know you did more than 5 laps. 30 seconds remaining. Alan that time by going 18-8. 20 seconds to go. Take it easy, take it easy. Ten seconds left. Getting a little close. And it's close on the leaderboard as well. It's going to come down to this final lap between Sean and King. They're just half a second apart from each other. Theo, you are done. King, you are done. Sean, you are done. John, you are done. One more car. And Alan, you are done. That'll be a race, guys. In the end of it, Sean Torres taking the W there by 0.8 of a second. Got Sean going 18.11, King 18.12, Alan 18.25, Theo 17 flat, and John unofficially, getting 7 laps. All right, moving into race number 2. Race number 2. That'll be John, Ron, Ryan, Dave, Martin, and Ali.
Ryan R. Randall. John Wood. Martin Arroyo. Chef Dave.
Looking over at the alley watch, it looks like he is still wrenching. Next race, yeah. We'll get you in a race, hopefully.
Ron Williams.
You know, situations like this, I really wish I could clone myself. Then I can send my clone down there to give you a hand.
One minute to the start of the race.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a clone, or maybe if I had double the energy, that, well, I don't know, that might get me in trouble sometimes. All right, we are looking for turn marshals. I got Sean and King out there. I'm going to need an Alan, a Theo, a John, and an Anthony. All right, got Alan out here.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Theo making his way out there. Today he is rocking the racing red.
Ali Estes.
All right, I need a little help on the West Coast. Need a little help on the
15
left.
seconds to
I
the
am
start
looking
of the
for,
race.
if I can get John and Anthony to the left side of the track, please. John as well as Anthony. I need you guys on the left side, please. Anthony, I need you to turn marshal, please. I need you on the left side. And John, if I can get you to the West Coast. And Anthony, actually, if I can get you closer to the fence, please. Yeah, I don't want you to get hit by a car. All right, folks. All right, everybody's on their wheels. All right. Well, as soon as King is back to his spot, we'll get this one going. Okay, everybody's being scored. Let's see. Ali going 19.3, John 21.4, Martin going 18.9, David 19.3, and Ron across the line with a 19.2. So Martin Arroyo, fastest opening lap. All right, 45 seconds in, 5:15 to go. Ali Estes, lap number 2, 18.4. All right, we got 1 minute down, 5 minutes to go. Careful in the rhythm section, guys. Careful in the rhythm. 1:05 in, 4:55 to go. All right, so it's going to be Dave Kreider on top of the leaderboard. Ali in the 2 spot, followed by John, Ron, Ryan, and Martin. A minute 25 in. right, minute 40 down. Dave Kreider, 2018 for pace. Ron Williams, 1908. Ali Estes, 1910. John Wood, 1915. Ryan Randall, 1919. And Martin almost on 18. We got 2 minutes down, 4 minutes to go, drivers. Fast lap so far, Ryan Randall, 18-0. Just past 2 minutes in. Dave is now about 2 seconds up on Ron. Ron 1 second ahead of Ali. Ali 1/10 ahead of John. John 1.5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 7 up on Martin. 2:20 down, 3:40 remaining. All right, 2:30 down, 3:30 left. A lap before this one, we have John Wood going 17.7, resetting fast time, 2:45 down, 3:15 left. Dave Kreider still leading this one, 19.03. He's 1.2 ahead of Ron. Ron 2.5 up on Ali. Ali 0.02 ahead of John. They're about 0.9 ahead of Ryan, and Ryan 9 up on Martin. So we got ourselves a good little battle mid-pack here. John, Ryan, Ali all within a few seconds. We got Dave and Ron now within 0.7 of one another. 3:15 down, 2:45 left. Dave Kreider, 19.03. Ron Williams, 19.05. John Wood, 19.05. Ryan Randall, 19.12. Ali Estes, 19.19. Martin on an 18. 3:30 down, drivers. 2:30 to go. And trouble for Dave. And prior to that, he was your race leader. 3:45 in, 2:15 left. This time by as they cycle through, it's going to be John Wood taking over the top spot. John on a 19.02. Ron 19.10. Ryan 19.11. Ali 19.18. Dave 19.19. And Martin 18.06. Got 2 minutes left, drivers. 2 minutes to go. John currently 6 seconds up on Ron. Ron 0.9 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 3 ahead of Ali. Ali 1 ahead of Dave. And Dave 3 ahead of Martin. Got a minute 40 to go, drivers. Ali Estes that time around going 17.9. Oh, careful on the right. 1:20 to go, drivers. All right, just over a minute. We got ourselves a bit of a buggy train going on here. That blue-gray is our first place car. Second place is the yellow car with the red stripes. I'm talking about literal red stripes. Careful in turn one, turn one. All right, that's clear. 45 seconds left. John, Ron, Ali, Ryan, Dave, Martin. Whoa, Randall going for quite the tumble there. 20 seconds remaining here. All right, closest battle here is going to be Ryan and Ali, just 1.2 apart on the clock. Time is running out. Oh, no. Looks like one of the links came off. All right, one more car, and that will be a race. So it's going to be John Wood taking that one, going 2017. Ron Williams going 1909. Dave Kreider, 1918. Ryan Randall, 18:04. Martin Arroyo, 18:10. Allie getting 17 laps. All right, we're going into race number 3. I'll be landing Kieran Nelson, Art, Steve, and Lucas.
Jump and land N. Nelson B. Lucas Sichiglowski. Kieran McKinnon. AJ Cardinale.
All right, I'm going to need some turn marshals, please.
Steve
Looking for turn marshals, drivers from the previous group.
One minute to the start of the race.
Allie, how'd you like the car?
45 seconds to the start of the race.
We can also play with your roll centers too a little bit to kind of fine tune it to your taste.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, we'll look at your car afterwards. Actually, I think Ryan's got the setup. Just copy Ryan's car. Yeah, but those
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Now it's 6-4. Yeah, the links, the positions, the pills.
Less than 5.
Oh yeah, that's right. I told you the pills already. Yeah, we put the 6-4 rear end parts on his car. All right, let's see. Looks like looks like I pretty much got everybody here. All right, folks, we're going racing. All right, first lap, we got Landon going 16.8. Kieran going 17.4, Nelson 18.3, Lucas 18.1. Art 18.5, and Steve in 18.6. 30 seconds down. These guys are working lap number 2. Land going 17.2, Kieran 17.3, Nelson 17.8, Lucas 18.3, Art going 17.4, Steve going 18.0. 45 seconds in. Landon, Kieran, Nelson, Art, Lucas, and Steve. All right, 110 down, 450 to go. Right now, Landon 22.15, Kieran 21.02, Nelson 21.14, Art 21.15, Lucas 20.01, and Steve 20.05. All right, 140 down. Landon currently 8/10 up on Kieran. Kieran 2.8 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.1 ahead of Art. Art 0.9 ahead of Lucas. And Lucas 0.9 ahead of Steve. Landon going 16.8 once again at the stripe. He's driving that blue and white car. Second place, Kieran driving the yellow and white. Third place runner, Nelson driving the black and copper. 2 minutes in, 4 minutes left. All right, 2:15 in, 3:45 remaining. Landon now 3 seconds up on Kieran. Kieran 3.1 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1.4 up on Art. Art 1.1 ahead of Steve. Steve 2 seconds ahead of Lucas. 2:35 in, 3:25 to go. $2:45 down, 3:15 to go. Landon's pace now 22:14. Kieran 21:04. Nelson 21:14. Art 21:17. Steve 20:05. And Lucas 20:14. Got 3 minutes down and 3 minutes remaining in this one. All right, 22:14, the leader's pace. All right, looks like the man to gain in this one would be Kieran, looking to gain a couple of grid spots. Right now, he's in the top 5. He wants to make it into the top 3. So if you see that yellow car, give him some room. Coming up on Lucas and Steve next. All right, 2:15 remaining. Landon, Kieran, Nelson, Art, Steve, and Lucas. Looks like Nelson on pace to potentially gain a grid spot as well. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right, a minute 50 to go. Landon 22:14, Kieran 21:04, Nelson 21:14, Art 21:15, Steve 20:05, and Lucas 20:15. Got a minute 35 left in this one. All right, Kane down the back straight, 22:16. McKinnon now 21:04. It's about 3.7 back of the leader. We got Kieran 7.3 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.9 ahead of Art. Art 5 seconds up on Steve, and Steve 6 seconds up on Lucas. 5 minutes down, 1 minute to go, drivers. $5:00 to go, drivers. 50 seconds left. $40 seconds remaining. Kane's pace falling off just a hair. 21 flat on the edge. 30 seconds to go. But he pushed it over the edge. 20 seconds left. Five seconds. All right, Landon, you are done. Kieran, you are done. Art, you are done. Steve, you're done. Lucas, you're done. And Nelson, you're done. That'll be a race, guys. Landon going 21:03.1. Kieran going 21:03.9. Nelson going 21:14. Art 20:01. Steve 20:04. And Lucas 20:10. So, Allie, real quick. Rear link on the inside. You want to be middle hole and 2 millimeter shim. If he has, okay, then 0. Yeah. Yeah, if you have the +2, then 0.
30703. Transponder 9051226.
Yeah, what he said. Oh, dead car on the straightaway. Be careful, guys. End of the straight. Wall ride, wall ride. Yeah. Thank you.
Mike Council. Ryan Sageezy. Too Soon Jr. George Lynn.
All right, guys, give Kevin a minute here. Straightaway, back straight, back straight, back straight at the end. All right, if I can get my turn marshals drivers from the last race, giving Kevin a moment
Robert
here.
Del
See if we can
Visco.
get that ride going the right way.
Julian Taylor. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, Kevin's not going to make it, guys, so we will get this one going. All right, we're going live loop. All right, Ryan starting off 17-2, Mike 17-2, trouble turn 2. All right, that's clearing up. So Julian Taylor, fastest opening lap here, 17-0, way to go. All right, 40 seconds in. All right, 2 laps in the books for everybody. It's going to be Julian, Mike, Robert, Jeff, George, and Ryan. We're 50 seconds in. Careful in the mini bun. Oh. 1 minute down, 5 minutes to go. We'll see what things look like here once everyone crosses the line once again. All right, it's going to be Mike Council on top of the leaderboard, followed by Jeff Miranda, Robert Del Visco, Ryan Skeese, George Lynn, and Julian Taylor. All right, now Mike is on 21:10. Got Jeff 21:12, Robert 20:01, Ryan 21:14 now. Robert now at 21:16, George going 20:01, Julian 20:09. Got minute 40 down. Still early in this one. Things are still shaking out. Fast lap so far, we got Ryan and George both at 16.6. Everybody else low 17s. 2 minutes in, 4 minutes remain. .220 down, 3:40 to go. Ryan, Mike, Jeff, George, Robert, and Julian, your full order. Got Ryan on a 21:07, got Mike on a 21:11, George at 21:12, Robert 21:13, Julian 21:15, and Jeff 20:05. Still close here. We got Ryan 3 seconds up on Mike, Mike 0.05 ahead of George, George 0.5 ahead of Robert, Robert 0.5 ahead of Julian, Julian 4 seconds up on Jeff. Careful in all clear, all clear. .3 minutes down, 3 minutes remaining. Ryan now 2.5 ahead of George. George 0.8 ahead of Mike. Mike 3 seconds ahead of Julian. Julian 1.1 ahead of Robert. Robert about 4 seconds up on Jeff. 2:15 remains. .325 down, 2:35 left. Ryan, George, Mike, Julian, Robert, and Jeff, your full order. 2:20 left in this one. Sagisi's pace 21:01, Lynn Ada 21:08, Council 21:09, Taylor 21:14, Del Visco 20 flat, and Miranda 20:10. We now have 2 minutes to go. Fast laps, we got Ryan and George at 16.6, got Julian at 16.9, Mike at 17.0, Robert 17.1, Jeff 17.1. Minute 45 to go. Currently, Ryan 3.6 ahead of George. George 1.1 ahead of Mike. Mike 3.4 ahead of Julian. Julian 4.4 up on Robert. Robert 3.8 ahead of Jeff. Got a minute 30 to go, drivers. Careful in the middle. Rhythm section right in the middle. And we're clear. $110 remains, drivers. Ryan, George, Julian, Mike, Robert, Jeff, your full order. Ryan 21 flat, George 21.05, Julian 21.12, Mike 21.13, Robert 20 flat, and Jeff 20.04. Mike Council going 16.8 that time around. Ryan Sagisi going 16.5, looking alive. 45 seconds left, drivers. $30 seconds. Right now, 4.2 ahead of George. George 6.9 ahead of Mike. Mike 0.5 ahead of Julian. Julian 7.3 ahead of Jeff. And Jeff 0.3 ahead of Robert. 15 seconds remaining, drivers. All right, time has expired. Keep going, keep going. Robert, Jeff, you guys are done. George, you are done. Mike, you're done. Ryan, you're done. Julian, you're done. That will be a race, drivers. So, Sagisi taking this one at 22.16. George goes 21.03. Julian 21.12. Mike 21.14. Jeff 20.01. Robert 20.02. All right, folks, take a short break and get the men's All right, folks, here is how things look tonight. Our D group, which will be up first, it's going to be Sean, King, John, Ali, Theo, and Anthony. Race number 2, our C group, will be John, Ron, Alan, Dave, Ryan, and Martin. Race number 3, our B group, will be Nelson, Art, Jeff, Robert, Steve, and Lucas. And race number 4, our A group, will be Ryan, Landon, Kieran, Mike, Julian, and Kevin. We'll take one bump up from each lower main. So a winner of each lower main gets to participate in the next race. All right, as for starting time, it's about 7:53. Let's go 8:05.
Ryan Sageezy. Lucas Sichiglowski. Chef 17 Dave. Flat. George 20.2. Ten 17.1. 17.4. 20.9. Mike 17.4. 17.1. 16.9. 22.4. 19.3. 17.8. 17.4. 16.8. 16.5. 19.2. 21.4. 17.6. 20.1. 18.7. 18.9. 19.3. 20.8. 17.3. 17.8. 17.4. 17.4. 18.7. 21.1. 17.4. 17.9. 16.7. 16.7. 19.2. 17 flat. 16.7. 17.1. 20.9. 18.6. 17.5. 20.5. 16.4. 16.5. 17.5. Robert Del Visco. 17.4. 16.5. 17.2. 18.8. 20.1. 17.8. 17.3. 17.3. John Milio. 22.2. 16.8. 17.8. 53 flat. 32.7. 21.4. 17.1. 16.7. 18 flat. 25.6. 20.6. 28.7. 17.2. 19.9. 109.7. 20.3. 17.4. 17.3. 17-1. Kevin Allen. 19-5. 22.1. 18-3. 17 flat. 17-7. 19-2. 20.5. 17-8. 18-9. 114.6. 19-1. 19-5. 21.3. 17-4. 110.9. 19-4. 19-9. 18-3. 17-3. 19-5. 18-6. 22 flat. 19-8. 17-6. 19 flat. 19-3. 17-4. 20.5. 17-6. 17-6. 20.5. 18-9. 19-3. 17-9. 19-8. 59.4. 17-6. 17-8. 17-4. 24.5. 17-1. 17-6. 19-5. 17-4. 17-5. 20.5. 18-5. 17-1. 21 flat. 17-8. $54.6. $46.3. $17.3. $20.5. $17.6. $19.2. $17.4. $19.3. $17.2. $19.6.
All right, folks, it's about that time. Let's start getting race number 1 to the track. All right, race 1 will be Sean King John, Ali Theo, and Anthony. Turn marshals will be race number 4.
Sean Torres.
All right, turn marshals will be Ryan, Landon, Kieran, Mike, Julian, and Kevin. All right, if I can get my turn marshals out here, please.
1 minute to the start of the race. Ali Estes. Anthony Zachiglowski. "45 seconds to the start of the race. King Arroyo. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Careful in turn 1, guys.
15 seconds to
All
the
right,
start
got
of the
Mike out here,
race.
got Kieran, I got Ryan. I got Julian. All right, if
Less
I
than
get a few
5.
more turn marshals, looking for Landon and Kevin, if I can get you guys, please. All right, lineup for this one is going to be Sean on the 1, King 2, John 3, Ali 4, Theo 5, and Anthony 6. All right, Ali on the 4. All right, grid is good. Drivers ready, marshals ready, viewers at home ready. All right, we're going racing in less than 5. And we're off. Got Sean leading him into the first set of corners. And Sean continuing to lead them. Got John making his way up to the 2 spot. Theo right there in the 3. Still a long race ahead, drivers. Only 20 seconds down. Sean Torres out to a 2-second lead. Got Theo Lynn holding down the 2 spot. John in the 3. Oh, big air for King. All right, keep it smooth, drivers. 40 seconds down. Sean Torres, 19.5. Theo Lynn, 19.6. Trouble for Sean. We'll put Theo up to the 1 spot. All right, we're just about 1 minute down. And it's going to be Theo Lynn out to the lead. Got Ali Estes up to the 2, followed by Sean, John, King, and Anthony. 110 down, 450 remains. All right, Ali last time by setting fast time, 18.7. Right now, Ali 1.7 back of your race leader. Got John crossing the line, 5 seconds back of Ali. Sean 2 seconds back of John. Anthony only 1 second back of Sean. King clocking in 4 seconds back of Anthony. Got buck 40 down. Theo crosses the line here, 19.9. Ali 2 seconds back. 150 down, 410 remains. Theo, Ali, John, Sean, King, and Anthony, your full order. Careful on the back straight. All clear. Yeah, looks like Ali has caught the leader. They're making their way over the tabletop, through the switchbacks, into the rhythm section. And that's the battle to watch there. The white and orange versus the yellow, blue and white. They're coming up on some traffic here. Give them a little bit of room there. Oh, Ali making the move through traffic. 230 down, 330 to go. Trouble in the middle. All right, let that orange and white through. Also, the red, white, and blue, blue and orange, those are your leaders as well. 245 in, 315 to go. Right now, Ali Estes out to an early lead. Careful on the back straight. Careful at the wall ride. All clear, all clear. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes left. Ali, Theo, John, Sean, King, and Anthony. Got Ali 6 seconds up on Theo. Theo 2.9 ahead of John. John about 7 seconds up on Sean. Sean 12 ahead of King, and King 8 ahead of Anthony. 240 remaining in this one. All right. Oh, race leader on his lid. Marshall gets there well before the second place car has an opportunity to do so. 340 down, 220 to go. $350 down, 210 remaining. This time by Ali going 18.7. All right, just under 2 minutes left, drivers. Ali 7.8 ahead of Theo. Theo 6.7 ahead of John. John 8 seconds up on Sean. Sean 10 seconds ahead of King. King 20 ahead of Anthony. Got a minute 40 to go. Ali that time around going 18.6. And he is now 9.8 seconds ahead of the second place car. Got a minute 30 to go, drivers. Another 18.6 for your race leader. All right, folks, we got just over 1 minute to go. Ali 11 seconds up on Theo. Theo 6 seconds up on John. John 7 seconds up on Sean. 55 seconds left. And closest two cars on track will be Theo and John. They're about 4 seconds apart. Careful at the wall ride, guys. And we're clear. 35 seconds left. $20 seconds to go, drivers. $10 seconds left. Now our C group is coming up next. It's looking very likely like Ali Estes joining that group. All right, Ali done, Sean done. The rest of you guys, when you cross the line, you'll be done as well. All right, that'll be a race. Give me Ali Estes advancing to the C-Main event. Podium for this one will be Theo, John, and Sean. Theo, John, Sean. Grab your cars, head to the podium for a quick picture. C-Main event coming up next. All right, folks, C-Man will be John, Ron, Alan, Dave, Ryan, Martin, and Ali. I hate it when that happens. Thank you, King.
John Wood.
All right, this is our C-Main event.
Ryan R. Randall. Martin Arroyo. Chef Dave.
Hey, Kevin,
Ron
in
Williams.
the event that Brink can't do the podium, could you be the backup?
1 minute to
Awesome,
the start
thank
of
you.
the race. Alan Rodil. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's get some turn marshals out here. Anthony, can I get you out here at turn marshal, please? Anthony?
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Don't worry, there'll be a little bit of time to play afterwards.
Ali Estes. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I need a little help on the left side of the track, guys.
Less than 5.
I should have Theo, John, Sean, Anthony, and King. All right, starting lineup is going to be John 1, Ron 2, Alan 3, Dave 4, Ryan 5, Martin 6, Ali 7. All right, maybe if I can get one more to help out on the left, is that a possibility? Who do I got over here? I got Theo, I got Sean. That's it? Okay. Yeah, that's it. All right, folks. Grid is set. We got our marshals. We are going racing. Yeah, Anthony, if you can move closer to the fence, please. Anthony. Thank you, sir. He's going to go down there after you guys start. All right, folks. We are going racing in less than 5. All right, long race ahead, folks. John Wood out to the early lead. Trouble in turn 1. Careful in turn 1, guys. So he's going to put, oh, it looks like Ryan Randall making the move, but might be giving it back there. These guys are bumping into each other. So that is going to put Dave Kreider out front. Martin Arroyo up to the 2. Looks like Ron Williams making his way back through to the 3. 55 seconds in, 5:05 to go. Careful in the bun. But Dave Kreider out to an early lead, driving the orange and white. Got Ron Williams in the 2 spot, followed by John. Then we got Martin, Ali, Allen, and Ryan. 110 down, 450 remaining, drivers. All right, we got Kreider going 18-8 that time by. Let's see, fast lap so far, John Wood going 18-6. We got a minute 30 down, 4:30 remaining. Close battle right now is going to be John versus Ron. They're making their way onto the back straight. Yeah, looks like they got Ali Estes right with them. 145 down, 4:15 to go. And a little trouble for Ron there. That's going to allow Ali by. 2 minutes down, 4 minutes left. Right now it's Kreider, 3 seconds in front of Wood. Got John 1.2 ahead of Ali. Ali 1.2 ahead of Ron. A little slicing and dicing here. 220 down, 340 remains. Good battle here for the 2 spot. John, Ali, and Ron. They're trying to track down Dave Kreider, who's about 3 seconds up the road. Oh, Dave turning it around. 2:35 in, 3:25 to go. Kreider now 1.2 ahead of Wood. Wood now has about 3 seconds up on Estes. Estes about 2 seconds up on Williams. Williams 2.1 ahead of Randall. Randall 2 seconds up on Arroyo. And Martin 2.8 ahead of Allen. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go, drivers. John has caught the leader. We got ourselves a battle here. Kreider doing all he can to keep it ahead. A little off trajectory there. That will allow Wood to take the top spot. And we got Ali right there in the 3, not too far back. 3:15 down, 2:45 left. John, Dave, Ali, Ron, Ryan, Martin, and Allen, your full running order. 3:30 down, 2:30 to go. This time around, John 2 seconds up on Dave. Battle for a 3 spot down the back straight. It's going to be Ron holding it down just ahead of Ryan. Ali falling back a little bit. 2:10 to go, drivers. A little inside-outside action. They get tied up. Need a little help. 4 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. So Ali is taking back the 3rd spot there. John Wood this time around. 3.8 ahead of Dave Kreider. Minute 40 left in this one. Race leader driving the gray blue. 2nd place, the orange and white. 3rd place battle will be the yellow and white versus the pink and white. Got that yellow car with the red stripes right behind them. That's all for position. 1:30 to go, drivers. Oh. A minute 20 remaining. Looks like Williams down to the 3 spot. He wants it. Oh. Still a good battle here. Oh, trouble in the middle. All right, drivers, we got 1 minute to go. And Ali now taking back the 3. You guys got the leader coming up on you guys there, so just keep that in mind. "40 seconds remaining. John about 7 seconds up on Dave. Dave 11 seconds up on Ali, but Ali having a good battle here with Ron Williams and Ryan Randall falling back just a bit here. 25 seconds to go. 15 seconds left. Battle between the two yellow cars is the battle to watch at this junction of the race. Ooh, Alley going a little wide. 2 seconds left. Time has expired. Good battle to finish there for the 3. All right, just a few more vehicles. Got one more car. And that'll be a race, guys. John Wood getting the bump up to the B-main event. Podium for this one will be Dave Kreider, Ali Estes, and Ron Williams. All right. Moving on to the B-main event. Podium for that last one, Dave, Ali, and Ron. Trio of veterans there. I think I remember Ali from the Gilroy track.
Nelson B. Too Soon Jr. Lucas Sichiglowski. AJ Cardinale. Steve Loom.
All right, folks. I'm going to need some turn marshals. I'm going to need
Robert
Alan,
Del
Ryan
Visto.
Martin, Ron,
1 minute to the
Ali,
start of the race.
and maybe a volunteer.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got Landon Kane getting fatter by the minute. He is a
30
growing boy.
seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the
Well,
race.
Ali, I hope that kind of makes up for earlier. Got a little extra track time.
Less than 5.
More rear traction. Yeah. Ah, yeah. What are you at? Yeah, we got to take pistons into account and stuff. All right, folks. It's going to be Nelson on the 1, Art on the 2, Jeff
John
3,
Wood.
Robert 4, Steve 5, Lucas 6, and John 7. You got a game plan. All right, we got our marshals out here. We got our grid set. We are going racing. Drivers in less than 5. Here we go. Cardinale getting the short end of the stick. All right, so it's going to be Jeff Miranda out front. John Wood making his way all the way up to the 2. Steve Leung holding down the 3, followed by Lucas. And we got Nelson, Art, and Robert. So Art and Robert have what we call in RC magnets for each other right now. We got 55 down, 5:05 to go. One down, 5 to go. Jeff Miranda 2.4 ahead of Steve. We got Steve 7/10 up on Lucas. Lucas about a second up on John. John 1 second up on Nelson. 120 down, 440 remaining. Race leader driving the blue car, making his way over that final jump into the chicane onto the back straight. Yeah, buck 30 down, 430 left. A little scoring anomaly here. Too late now. All right, so official fast lap going to be a 17-1 from Jeff Miranda. 150 down, 410 to go. Right now, Jeff 4.5 up on Steve. Steve 2.2 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 3.8 up on Nelson. Nelson 0.7 ahead of John. John 0.7 ahead of Robert. Robert 6 seconds up on Art. 210 down, 350 remaining. Race leader down the back straight, up the wall ride into the speed bumps. Slight bobble there, but keeping it on all four wheels and in control. 230 down, 330 left. Miranda now about 6 seconds up on Steve. Steve 1.5 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 3.5 up on Nelson. Nelson half a second up on Robert. Robert 1.5 ahead of John. John 5 up on Art. Got 245 down, 315 to go. Race leader still Jeff Miranda in control of this one. Driving the blue car. 17-1 that time around. The computer screen showing Robert Del Visco with fast lap at a 15-4. That's right, a 15-4, folks. All right, 3:15 in, 2:45 to go. Jeff, Steve, Lucas, Nelson, Robert, Art, and John, your full running order. Closest battles here are going to be Steve and Lucas as well as Nelson and Robert. Oh, trouble there for Lucas. 220 remains. Whoa, careful, turn one. All clear. Oh, Robert moving his way to the 3 spot this lap. Next car in his sights will be Steve. We got 4 minutes down, 2 minutes left in this one. So right now, Jeff Miranda is gone. Different zip code. He's gone on vacation, early checkout. Jeff Miranda 9.6 ahead of Steve Leung. Got Steve 2.5 up on Robert. Robert now 2.5 up on Nelson. Nelson 2 seconds ahead of Lucas. Lucas 8 seconds ahead of John. John half a second ahead of Art. Got minute 35 to go, drivers. Jeff, Steve, Robert, Nelson, Lucas, John, and Art, your full order. This is race 3, our B main event. A minute 15 remains. All right, 1 minute to go, drivers. Jeff, Steve, Robert, Nelson, Lucas, John, Art. Robert has caught Steve. And now Steve trying to hold him off. Robert grabs the back wheel. Just bad luck there. "45 seconds to go. That's going to allow Nelson up to the 3 spot. 40 seconds left. "25 seconds remaining. And now it's going to be Steve and Nelson with the battle to finish. "15 seconds left, drivers. Down the back straight they go. Nelson winning the drag race. Oh, and they get into each other. Oh, Robert taking the inside there. And oh, man, big old cluster. Ooh, careful, guys. Big jump, big jump. Careful at the big jump. Yeah, mad scramble to the finish here. So Steve Leung holds on to the 2 spot. Robert will take the 3. All right, that'll be a finish for everybody. Jeff Miranda going to the A main event. Podium will be Steve, Robert, and Nelson. Wrestle order, Lucas, Art, and John. All right, A main event going to be Ryan, Landon, Kieran, Mike, Julian, Kevin, and Jeff.
Mike Council. Ryan Sageezy. Kevin Allen. Kieran McKinnon. Julian Taylor. Jump and land N.
Careful on the back straight. All right, looking for
1
my
minute to the
drivers
start
from
of
the
the
last
race.
race to come on out and marshal.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. Too soon, Junior. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're looking for Steve, Robert, Nelson, Lucas, Art, and John. If I can get all you
15
guys to the
seconds to the
track at
start
this
of the
time,
race.
please. All right, got John, got Nelson,
than
got
5.
Art, got Steve. Careful in the middle, careful in the middle. Art, John. Lucas, I need a little help. Don't worry, guys. There'll be a little bit of time to play afterwards. All right, lineup for this one. Give me Ryan 1, Landon 2, Kieran 3, Mike 4, Julian 5, Kevin 6, and Jeff 7. All right, this is our A main event. 6 minutes on the clock. Drivers ready, marshals ready. We are going racing here in less than 5. And they are off. Ryan leads them into the first set of corners. All right, so it's going to be Sagisi up by 0.8 of a second. Got Kieran half a second back from Landon. Top 3 starting to break away just a little bit. We're 30 seconds down. Sagisi crosses the line here. Going 17.2 that time around. Landon 17.2. He is 0.8 of a second back. Got Kieran just 0.2 back of Landon at the line. 45 seconds in, 5:15 left. Long race ahead, folks. Trouble for Jeff. 55 seconds in, 5:05 to go. Ooh, Sagisi a little squirrely there, but regaining control nicely. 1:05 in, 4:55 remaining. Sagisi 16.6 that time by. All right, 120 down, 4:40 to go. Ryan that time by 16.5. He's now 1.6 up on Landon. Landon 0.7 up on Kieran. Kieran 2.8 up on Julian. Julian 0.5 ahead of Mike. Mike 2.3 up on Kevin. Kevin 0.3 ahead of Jeff. Got buck 40 down. Race leader now about a straightaway length up. That translates to 1.7 on the clock. Landon 1 second ahead of Kieran. $1.50 down, 4:10 to go. Ryan going 16.6 that time by Landon, 17.0. Kieran 17.1. Julian 17.1. Mike also 17.1. Jeff going 17.3. Kevin going 17.5. 2:15 down, 3:45 left. Ryan crosses the line, 16.6, puts him 2.5 ahead. Landon now 1.2 up on Kieran. Kieran 3.3 up on Julian. Julian 1.2 ahead of Mike. Mike 1.7 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 1.2 ahead of Kev. Everybody's still on the same lap here. 2:30 down, 3:30 left. And a bad lap for Landon. That will put Kieran to the 2. 3:15 remains. Ryan now with a 3.8 second advantage. Kieran 0.9 ahead of Landon. Landon 2.9 up on Taylor. Yeah, Julian 1.2 ahead of Council. Mike 1.4 up on Miranda. And Miranda 1.5 ahead of Kevin. 3:10 down, 2:50 remaining. $3.20 down, 2:40 to go. $3.30 in, 2:30 remaining. Sagisi now 4.3 ahead of McKinnon. Got Kieran 0.8 ahead of Landon. Landon 3.3 up on Julian. Julian 1.7 ahead of Mike. Mike a couple car lengths ahead of Jeff here. And we got Kevin about 3 seconds back of that battle. 2:10 to go, drivers. Got 2 battles going on here. We got Mike versus Jeff. We got Kieran versus Landon. Kieran Landon down the back straight, up the wall ride into the speed bumps. $1.50 left in this one. So Landon got close to Kieran and it threw off his timing there. Has to get his timing back. 1:30 to go, drivers. Battle watch right now. Going to be for the 2 spot and the 4 spot. Julian, Mike, and Jeff within shouting distance of one another. 1:15 to go. Second spot battle down the back straight. 0.3 is the gap. $55 seconds remaining. Second spot battle still close here. 0.1 the gap at the line. Can't get much closer than that. 40 seconds. They get into each other. Oh, Landon off trajectory. Lets them by. The battle continues. 35 seconds. And it's still close through the switchbacks into the rhythm section. 20 seconds remaining. Battle for the 2 spot is hot right now. 15 seconds. Trouble for Landon. That might be it. 10 seconds left. Now we got Julian Taylor coming into the picture. He wants a piece of that podium. Time has expired. When you cross the line, you will be done. Oh, Miranda edging out Council. And that will be a race, drivers. All cars now finished. Ryan Sagisi finishing with 22 laps in that one. Kieran in the 2 spot. Landon rounds out the podium. Rest of the order will be Julian, Jeff, Mike, Kevin, no George. All right, folks, thank you all for coming out. We'll be doing it again on Friday. We'll be racing this Friday. All right, thank you to all of our viewers at home. We'll see.